Before entering into the unit 1, once again I am going to recollect all the concepts which are going to be happen in digital control systems. Okay. Now, all the concepts in digital control systems are very familiar to you. Why? Because these concepts has been studied by you in signals and systems as well as in advanced control systems in core 1 and 2. So this digital control system is nothing but a combination of new topics along with the repeated topics which are happened in signals and systems and advanced control systems. So now we are going to enter into the unit 1, and the title of the unit 1 is Introduction and Signal Processing. Introduction and Signal Processing. Before that, mainly we are having the two different types of control systems depending upon the time variance. One is analog control system and the second one is digital control system. Depending upon the time variance, two different types of the control systems are there. One is analog control systems and the second one is digital control systems. Now, in this unit, we are going to learn about the advantages regarding the digital control system. What are the different types of the signal processing and how the digital signal is going to be obtained with a separate procedure. Okay. All these concepts are going to be learned by us in unit 1. Now, now I am going to recollect some of the concepts. That means whenever a signal or any information, that means if you consider a information at certain point or at some points, if that system is going to be represented in the form of discrete pulses, then that particular system is called as a discrete data system. If you consider a point, that point is having some information in this form of a discrete pulses, then that particular system is called as the discrete data system. Discrete data system. But in case of the control engineering, this particular discrete data system is popularly called as sampled data systems. Basically, in control engineering procedure, this discrete data system is popularly known as sampled data system. Sampled data system. Mainly, mainly the controllers are provided in the control system. The controllers which are going to be used in control systems are mainly used for modifying the error signals in order to produce a better control action. Mainly, the controllers provided in the control systems are mainly used to modify the error signals for better control action. But, but with these particular controllers, mainly the controllers in the control systems are mainly used to modify the error signals. If the controllers are constructed, if the controllers are constructed using analog elements, then they are called as the analog controllers. If the controllers which are used to modify the error signals are constructed with analog elements, then the type of controllers is called as analog controllers. And the input and output for this analog controllers is nothing but the analog signals. For analog controllers, the input and output values are nothing but the analog signals. Analog signals means these analog signals is continuous function of time. It is not varying. It is continuous varying function of time. That is in case of the analog controllers. But but these analog controllers are having some disadvantages. That is nothing but it is very costlier and it is very complex to establish. It is very costlier and it is very complex to construct. And if it is fabricated once, it cannot be changed repeatedly. It is the main disadvantage in case of the analog control system. If in case of the analog control system is going to be designed, it cannot be able to change. It is the main drawback in case of the analog control system. So, based upon these disadvantages, based upon these disadvantages, we are going for digital control system. We are going for the digital control system, that is nothing but digital controller. Digital controller. Why? Because the digital controller are very simple and it is very versatile. Versatile means it can be involved in any kind of places also. That means it can be modified at any kind of applications and it can be programmable. Programmable means the latest technology is nothing but a programmable technology and fast acting. Even though you or me is having the main motto is fast transaction, and it is very cheap when compared with the analog control systems. That means that means the digital controllers when compared with the analog controllers, it is very simple in construction, versatile. Versatile means it can be adopted in any kind of applications and it can be mainly programmable and fast acting responses is going to be happen and it is very less costlier as and when compared with the analog controllers. Analog controllers. Once again, once again, in general we are having two different types of the controllers or two different control systems. One is the analog control system and the second one is a digital control system. Okay. Before that, before that, when a signal at any point, signal is nothing but consisting of some sort of information. When a signal or some sort of information at any point or at some points is in the form of the discrete pulses, is in the form of discrete pulses, then the system is called as the discrete data systems. In control system engineering background, these discrete data systems are called as sampled data systems. Sampled data systems. Mainly, mainly in case of the control systems, controllers play an important role. Controllers play an important role. And these controllers, in case of the control systems, are mainly used to modify the error signals. These controllers are mainly used to modify the error signals for better control action. If these controllers, if these controllers are constructed using analog elements, if these controllers are constructed using analog elements, then they are called as the analog controllers. Then they are called as analog controllers. And these analog controllers, the input and output values or the signals with respect to the analog controllers are nothing but the analog signals. And these analog signals are continuous function of time. Analog signals are continuous function of time. And these analog controllers are having some of the drawbacks. Those are it is very costlier and it is very complex for construction. And once it is going to be constructed, it cannot able to modify at any kind of changes. So, in order to rectify these drawbacks, we are going for the digital controllers. Digital controllers means the system or a signal is in the form of a discrete pulses. Discrete pulses. That means it is situated at some of the points. It is not a continuous function of time. It is a discrete function of time. discrete function of time. Continuous function of time is different from the discrete function of the time. If it is a, that means if a signal is a continuous function of time, then that signal is called as the analog signal. And similarly, if a signal is a discrete function of time, then it is called as a digital controller. And digital controller is very simple for construction, and it is very versatile. Versatile means it can be adapted to any kind of application, and it is programmable, and fast acting procedure is going to be happen in digital controllers, and it is very cheap when compared with the analog controllers. Analog controllers. Okay, these are the basic concepts which are going to be happening in control systems. That means control systems are mainly having used for modifying the error signals. So basically, the controllers are of the two types, analog and digital. Okay, we have discussed what are the drawbacks in case of the analog controllers and digital controllers. Okay, in order to rectify the analog controller drawbacks, we are going for digital controller. Now, let us discuss what is a digital control system. Digital control system. It can be explained with a single line diagram, and this is the diagram which is going to be represent the digital control system. Digital control system. It is a single line diagram of the digital control system. This entire diagram is called as a digital control system, and this digital control system is and this digital control system this digital control system is constructed with a digital controller. It is constructed with a digital controller. This is the single line diagram of the digital control system, and digital control system is constructed with a digital controller. And this digital controller is nothing but the combination of sampler and analog to digital converter, a digital computer, and digital to analog converter, and a whole circuit. The cascaded position of these particular three components, the cascaded position of these three components is nothing but called as the digital controller. Digital controller. Okay, that means that means here E of t is nothing but the error signal, and C of t is nothing but the output signal. E of t is nothing but the error signal, and C of t is nothing but the output signal. Output signal. Here, here, the main component is digital control system is digital computer. Digital computer. For this digital computer, the input values and the output values. For this digital computers, the input values and the output values, input values and the output values must be in the form of digital only. Must be in the form of digital only. Digital, but 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 to process, that means in order to drive the plant, in order to drive any application or any plant, the input signal must be analog. The input signal must be analog. Okay, but the input and output values from the digital computer must be digital only. So here we are able to see that this error signal E of t is nothing but an error signal which is in the form of analog, which is in the form of analog, and this U of t means output which is obtained from a digital controller. Output which is obtained from digital controller, U of t is called as the control signal, and this control signal is in the form of analog. So in order to drive the plant, in order to drive this particular plant or any application, the input signal must be in case of the analog. Okay, and in order to run a digital computer, the input and output signals must be in digital. So here f of kt is the input error signal. That means it is a digital error signal, and g of kt is a digital control signal. That means input value is nothing but error signal and output value is control signal. For digital computer, both input and output values must be in case of the digital. Therefore, f of kt, f of kt is nothing but a digital error signal, and g of kt is nothing but a digital error signal. Digital error signal. So, all these concepts has been written. That means here the input and output signals for a digital computer are digital signals. Here, at this point, it is clearly mentioned that the input and output signals, that means the input and output values for a digital computer are digital signals, are digital signals, whereas the error signal and the control signals, whereas the error signals and control signals, that means error signal is E of t and control signal is E of t, to drive the plant must be in case of the analog, must be in case of the analog nature. Hence, hence, this analog based error signal is going to be converted into a digital signal with the help of a sampler and analog to digital converter. The error signal, which is in the form of the analog nature, is going to be converted into the digital error signal with the help of a sampler and analog control system. Sorry, analog converter with a sampler and analog to digital converter. Okay, the input value is error signal, and this analog based error signal is going to be converted into the digital error signal f of kt. That means e of t is going to be converted into f of kt with the help of a sampler and analog to digital converter. Sampler and analog to digital converter. Here, g of kt, g of kt is nothing but digital control signal. G of kt is nothing but digital control signal. So, in order to drive this particular plant, this input signal must be in case of the analog. Input signal must be in case of analog. Therefore, the digital control signal is going to be converted into the analog control signal with the help of digital to analog converter and a hold circuit. The digital control signal is going to be converted to the analog control signal with the help of a digital to analog converter and a hold circuit. Hold circuit. So this is the single line diagram which is going to represent a digital control system. A digital control system. This is the single line diagram representing the digital control system with a digital control. With a digital control. Here, here in digital control system, the input values and output values are in the form of analog, but but the processing value, the processing value in digital computer is going to be happen in discrete nature. Discrete nature. Okay. Therefore, the input part, this one, the sampler and analog converter, this one, the sampler and analog to digital converter converts, as I have already explained to you, the sampler converts the continuous time error signal into sequence of pulses. That means before the digital computer we are having a before the digital computer we are having a sum of the block that is consisting of the sampler and analog to digital converter. Here the sampler mainly converts the continuous time signal into the discrete time signals, and analog to digital converter produces a binary code for each sample. Here, this particular sampler is mainly used for conversion of the analog signal into digital signal An analog to digital converter mainly converts this input signal in case of a binary code. That means it is going to be convert that particular analog procedure in a binary code. Binary code. And these codes which are going to be converted in binary form are given as an input data to the digital computer. The error signal is mainly converted, analog error signal is going to be converted into the digital error signal with the help of the sampler, and analog to digital converter converts this particular digital converter into a binary code. Binary code. And this particular binary codes are given as an input to the digital computer. This binary code is going to be given as an input to the digital computer. And here, the digital computer is going to be processed. That means some of the changes, what are the changes which are required for the user, it can be modified in digital computer, and it is going to be produced, another stream of binary codes, as output. That means the processes or the changes which are used for a user is going to be modified in digital computer. And it is going to be gives the output value in the form of a binary code itself. It is going to give the output is in the form of a binary code. Okay. Again, the binary code which is going to be obtained from a digital computer is going to be given as an input to the digital to analog converter and hold circuits. This particular block is going to convert the output binary codes which are going to be obtained from the digital computer into a analog signals. Here, the modified binary code which is obtained as an output from the digital computer is given as an input to the digital to analog converter and hold circuits. This particular digital to analog converter and hold circuit converts the modified binary code into a analog control signal. That means here U of t. U of t is nothing but an analog control signal. And this analog control signal is given as an input to the plant. That means to drive the plant, an modified analog control signal must be given as an input to the plant. Okay, this is the main process which is going to be happen in digital control system. Both input and output values are in case of analog, but the analog signal is going to be converted into the digital signal with the help of a sampler and analog to digital converter. Certain modification is going to be happen in digital computer, and that modification is going to be converted into the analog nature with the help of a digital to analog converter and a hold circuit. And this modified or processed digital signal is given as an input to the plant to drive the plant. So this is the main nature which is going to be happen in digital control system. Okay. Next, we are going to discuss the advantages of a digital control system. Mainly, in your previous university questions, this digital control systems, he has asked repeatedly the advantages. That means discuss the advantages of a digital control system. This can be asked for 7 minutes. Mainly discuss the advantages of the digital control systems. Okay. As compared with the analog controllers, digital controllers are having so many advantages. As compared with the analog controllers, it is having so many advantages. Let us discuss one by one. The first advantage is easy of programmability. Ease of programmability. That means now and then most of the client is going to be happen or run with the help of the programming language. Most of the plants, not only the generating plants or the analytic plant, now and then it is going to be done with the help of a programming. Okay. This digital controller can be adapted to any kind of programmable nature. That means digital computer are mainly used to program it. That means it is in case of a programmable nature. Okay. The digital systems can be used for different applications by simply changing the program without any additional changes in the hardware. That means in order to change the program in case of the digital control systems, we are not able to use any additional changes in hardware. That means once it is going to be fabricated, it can be able to change in case of the digital controllers. Whereas in case of the analog controllers, once it is going to be fabricated, there is no possibility to change the hardware application. Okay? Whereas in case of the digital controller, without any additional changes in hardware, the program can be changed. That means programmable application is very easy in case of digital control system. The second advantage is a reduction in cost of hardware. Reduction in cost of hardware. Hardware means whatever may be the analog control system or the digital control system, the hardware is being possible with the advances of IC technology. That means integrated circuit technology. Digital controller or the analog controller, digital controller or the analog controller, the hardwares are going to be implemented with the help of integrated circuit technology, simply called as IC technology. IC technology. So, in order to build a digital control system, the number of IC components, the number of IC components in case of the analog control system is more as and when compared with the digital control system. That means increase of the silicon, increase of the silicon is going to be happen in analog control systems, whereas the use of silicon material as integrated circuit is very less in case of the digital control system. Therefore, there is going to be happen a cost reduction. There is going to be happen a cost reduction. Okay. Next advantage is high speed. High speed. As I have discussed that fast in nature. Fast in nature. So digital processing of the data. That means the processing of the data in case of the digital control system is called as the digital processing. Processing means forwarding to another system or any plant. Processing of the digital data to any plant or the system is going to be happen within a high speed of operation. There is a high speed of operation which is going to be possible in digital control system. The processing of the digital data from one system to the other system is going to be happen very fast in digital control system. This is the third advantage. And fourth advantage is high reliability. High reliability. These digital control systems or the digital systems are high reliable. Why? Because there are a pre-assumed error correction codes. In case of the digital control system, there is a use of error correction codes, pre-assumed error correction codes, error correction codes in digital control systems. And next advantage is design in easy. Design is easy. That means that means the digital control systems requires only a Boolean algebra, Boolean algebra and Boolean algebra. That means the processing of the data is going to be happen in Boolean algebra only. Why? Because it is a system, digital system. Whereas in case of the analog control systems, it is very different. Another nature is going to be adopted for processing of the data in case of the analog digital systems. Sorry, analog control systems. Whereas in case of the digital control system, the processing of the data is going to be happen in Boolean algebra nature. Boolean algebra nature. Based upon this particular condition, the design of a digital control system is very easy. Design of the digital control system is very, and the output, the sixth advantage is result can be reproduced easily. That means the output of the digital systems as and when compared with the analog systems is independent of temperature, noise, humidity and other characteristics of components. That means this digital control system is independent of the temperature, noise, humidity and other characteristics, whereas these analog computers are dependent in nature. Dependent in nature. Therefore, the reproducibility of the results is higher. That means the results can be modified easily in case of the digital control systems as and when compared with the analog control systems. That means if any error sequence is going to be happen or is going to be reproduced once again, it is going to be easy in case of the digital control system as and when compared with the analog control systems. Okay, these are the different advantages of a digital system or a digital control system. Okay, six major advantages. The first one is ease of programmability. Second one is reduction in cost of hardware, easily programmable in nature, and use of the cost of hardware. That means use of the integrated circuits is very less. Therefore, the cost of the silicon can be reduced in case of the digital control system. Next one is the processing high speed. The processing of the digital data from one system to the another system is going to be happen very fastly, and these are more reliable. Why? Because a pre-assumed error correction codes is going to be happen in digital control system. And the design of the digital control systems is very easy. Why? Because these are based on Boolean algebra. Boolean algebra. And and the reproducibility of the results is very high in digital control system as and when compared with the analog control systems. Why? Because these digital control systems or digital systems are independent of different characteristics such as temperature, noise, humidity. Whereas the analog controllers are dependent in nature. Therefore, there is no possibility of reproducibility of results in analog control systems. But the digital control systems or the digital systems are independent of all these nature elements. Therefore, the reproducibility of the results is very high in case of the digital control system or digital system. Okay. These are the some of the advantages of the digital system as and when compared with the analog control systems. Okay. Total 6 points, and this particular advantages of the digital systems or digital control systems is mainly asked for 7 marks. 7 marks. Okay. So with this, I am going to close the class for today. In the later on classes, we will discuss the next topic. Okay. Here we have discussed some of the topics regarding to the control systems. Mainly, the control systems are the two types. One is the digital and analog control systems, and we have discussed the single line diagram of the digital control system how the error signal is going to be converted into digital, and digital processed error signal is going to be converted into the control signal. And after that, we have discussed some of the advantages of the digital system or digital control. Okay. With this, we are going to wind up the class for today. Thank you. Thank you, everyone. Have a nice day.